Hello everyone, I'm Kako Chrissy. Welcome back to my channel. And today I will show you this piece. It belongs to early part of Liangzhu culture. It's a massive, heavy cong. Since Liangzhu people made their jade, majority of this jade is in this form called cong. We should take a deep look about this category. And if you talk about Liangzhu jade, Cong is the number one came up for the image. That's their main piece. Apparently, like this shape you see here, this is the surface and kind of roundish. And outside of the surface, you see this part, this edge, kind of square, but the majority is different if you compare with this guy with those Huang catalog museum, those thin, skinny, tall, many sections cong. One big difference is you will notice this side surface you see here, they have a kind of rounded line. Another way to say is the corner they slope down to meet another corner to form this divan face decoration here. But on this line you follow up, its center part is thicker, rounded, and then slope down. This design you see here, maybe see clear. This kind of rounded surface, imagine, is much difficult to make than the very end of Liangzhu culture. They made it just flat, without this curving. This curving is very, very difficult to balance out to make. The flat is much easier. You just grave it by a piece of stone many times, make a flat instead of this curve. This actually, the corner, the slope down from the sharp corner here. Center part is rounded. This shape appears the most heavy cong they have found out so far. They call the king of the cong is this shape, not flat, has a rounded surface. On the top, this part, this cong has the same follow the same formula with that the king of the cong. On the top, they say it's a disc B. They combine the disc B with the cong into one piece. This explanation only apply to this kind of very early age of Liangzhu cong. Of course, it's very small numbers of cong people have found so far. Because we already know this is the early part of a cong, instead of say this is the rounded disc B combined with the cong, I more lean towards we have to make the history connection. This cong's age is very early part of Liangzhu. It's much closer to Hongshan culture. You know, Hongshan culture, they treat the jade, they respect more the jade earth and the spiritual material. They try to leave the material as it without a touch much, with very simple line inside it. Left the majority of a jade untouched. So this is the same idea for me to look at it. They left the majority of a jade inside the Cong. It's not because dig out the hole is difficult, special difficult. It is difficult, but they inherit from the Hongshan culture. They preserved jade's earth power by lifting in much of a jade inside this piece. The heavier this got, the more earth power to protect us. So you will see this part, they polished very, very smooth. It's a slightly degree less polish than the later part of a Liangzhu piece. It's like a mirror-like a reflection. You see here under the different light, they are well polished, but is nicely refined, polished than the later part of peaker part of Liangzhu jade. We see this face. See here. They divided by this channel, make this panel to two piece. On the top, that's the nose, that's the two eyes. This the part is the divine's crown. Some of the jade on this thing, you can see on this strip, some of the inside the more refined line, this piece is not flat, but in the between, this part is very narrow. Between each of those over circle, they use those group short lines to connect them. That's the way they inserted between these the two lines. And let's take a look. This part is majority. You will see on Liangzhu's decoration, those divine's big eyes, nose bridge. The character is exactly the same we have studied, such as they hollow in this part, so make the eyeball standing out, and hollow in the nose bridge this part, make a nose stand. Let's go to see this jade material because it's very thick. Only, let's see this part, at the very edge part, you see it's light goes through. Imagine if you slide it into thin pieces, you will see it's very translucent. Inside is yellow kind of a jade. Very dense, evenly matured, dense jade. This jade, from what I see, is much precious than those king of the Cong, that kind of white, they call the chicken bone white. Whole white is about by the stain patina, by soaking in the water for a long time. But the jade material, this one is much dense than those kind of jade. I will show you later. We do the comparison. Okay. So this jade, we cover the material, the design, patina. I will show you a few pictures about the surface, so you can see the patina on the surface. Will show of a jade. I hope you enjoy to see it. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next time.